2006?
2008. Yeah, so, 8 years ago, and it was, it's like 25 quid. So, well, $30-something. But, it's on top of your season ticket, and it's the summertime.
Oh, it's on top of your season ticket.
Yeah,
if you're a season ticket holder, you get first dibs, right?
Yeah, you get first dibs, but you still have to pay out of pocket.
Yeah.
And then, it's still the summer, and it's, people aren't back into it yet. But yeah, for the league games, so they never did. But even cheese and PBR, sorry about that. But yeah, even when they play Celtic now, like 16, 17. I mean, last season was a bit better because there was, like when we had the game where we won our 8th game in a row or something, we beat them.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of packed up, but they never pack it. It's just it's strange.
What do they need to? I mean, because especially the last couple of years, they've been, on the top of the table with Celtic, even though they're basically just playing for second place.
Yeah.
But but at times they were winning the league for a while.
Yeah, they were in touch until March, pretty much.
I don't know. See, this is I'm spoiled because I'm a Packers and Badgers fan.
Yeah.
And those games, they're always sellouts. So that's what I know.
But then you're pulling on pretty much, like for Badgers, that's effectively the state's team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a few million people.
Yeah, but the people that go, like the majority of the people that go to those games live, like in southern Wisconsin. So it's like...
Well, that's Madison and Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So that's, in between there, that's the better part of 2 and a bit million people, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Aberdeen's 200,000.
I guess that's true. I never thought of that.
And, as I say, it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Can't drink in the stadium. Pies are often mediocre and sometimes they burn out.
It sounds like a disaster.
It's pretty bad. Seagulls at halftime. Bastards.
I don't know.
It's good.
You go to Premier League, you look at Premier League games, and those stadiums are. I mean, if you're a team that is in the top 10 in the league, those stadiums are packed.
Yeah, but it's like it's tourism. It's like if you go see a game, like go to see an Arsenal game.
Yeah, but who's going to see Swansea? Swansea's the same size as Aberdeen.
It's bigger.
Not that much bigger. It's like it's 200,000 people.
Yeah, but they weren't selling out Vetch Field in 10 years.
Did you see that? Did you ever see the old footage? The place was packed.
Yeah, for the big games against Hereford and the likes.
Whole city.
Yeah, the big guns. I don't know. It's a lot of apathy in Scottish football. Like none of the teams sell out. Like you could see.
Even Celtic. I mean, for their game, I mean, it was just a friendly against Leicester, but other than their crazy fans and their one end, it was pretty empty.
Well, they have the safe standing thing now for Celtic. They let them do that this year, which is quite cool.
Mm-hmm.
But they do things like that. There's not really any incentive for a fan to go. I mean, like come watch St Johnstone Partick Thistle. Why? Isn't that great? I don't know. I mean, a lot of people would rather just stay home and watch English football on the TV, I guess, because it's perceived to be better quality. I mean, I don't know.
I also don't understand the schedule that some of these teams play, Celtic in particular, where they're playing meaningful games, and then, let's just mix in the Leicester that doesn't mean anything game. And then, well, I mean, it's all about the money, obviously, but, if I was the team, I'd be like, no, I'm in the Champions League qualifiers, I need to worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. And they actually... They have a clause in the Scottish Premier League that is only exercised by Celtic and obviously now Rangers, I guess, as well, for next season probably. But you're allowed to opt out of one round of fixtures in the Scottish League and replay it later if you want to play a friendly game to kind of boost the profile of Scottish football or whatever, but it's actually just to make some cash. So that the second weekend of the season, Celtic have basically cancelled their Premier League game and they're going off to play a friendly against someone or other, which is stupid.
It's dumb.
Yeah. It's kind of rubbish. I mean, I don't know. Aberdeen play.
Why is that allowed? It should be allowed.
Because they're just desperate for anyone to kind of just watch.
I don't know, man.
That's why they started playing Friday night games because
but it's stuff like that when people see that follow Scottish Premier League, like they see it makes if I was a fan of the league and I saw that as like a thing that could happen, it would make me not take the league seriously. I think it kind of creates an atmosphere of apathy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like, oh, well, then this league doesn't matter, obviously, if they can just cancel their game.
Yeah.
You know?
It's stupid, and then they make the fixtures, and immediately there's fixture contention later in the season. It's stupid. I don't know, they need to think of the fans more, because I mean, they have this new League Cup thing that's been going on. It started 2 weeks ago, and I think it finishes this weekend. And it's been really popular, because it's, you know, it's competitive, and obviously it's kind of seeded, so the Premier League teams are, you know, playing League 1, League 2 teams and stuff like that. But, you know, there's still been a few upsets, and it's competitive games instead of friendlies is better. And
right.
I think they're doing some kind of fan day things on the stadium.
Well, it's fun for those lower level teams too, especially in Scotland, because you know the towns are so small where some of these teams are.
Yeah,
and it gets people out to enjoy a day, and it packs the stadium. And,
yeah. I mean, I went to some pre-season friendlies for Aberdeen back in the day. They used to always play one Premier League team pre-season, and it was always rubbish. It was murder.
Right.
I saw them play Everton once. Terrible. Middlesbrough, rubbish. Coventry, they were in the Premier League once, just so you know. Yeah.
I remember that. I don't remember that.
But they were rubbish.
I've seen highlights of that.
And every time it was like 0-0 or 0-1, it's so boring. I'd rather see us play East Fife, who are given to the Raw, and, you know, it's more fun.
Yeah. Queen's Park.
Yeah, I like Queen's Park.
I know you do.
Yeah.
You have the T-shirt.
I do. Well, I didn't choose to buy it. It was a gift to me.
It's a cool gift, though.
From a Queen's Park supporter. Terrific.
Yeah, interesting. It's interesting stuff.
But they're doing kind of the similar format for the League Cup with that, what they call now, the Football League Trophy, where they're playing with that sort of the under-21 teams.
I like that. Yeah, well, it's like what used to be the St. Johnstone's Cup or whatever is what it was
for
called.
League 1, League 2 teams.
Yeah, and now they're also including the Premier League under 20, because it's under 23s now.
Yeah.
Which I think is actually a good idea to get a little bit further development for some people. And,
yeah, or if you've got people come back from injury, just pop them in.
Right. But I think that's a good thing to do. I mean, because a lot of times you see Premier League teams, what they'll do is they'll just loan out, you know, maybe a promising youngster to a League 2 or a League 1 team for a season or for half a season just to get them some first team experience against professionals. So this kind of gives those kids who maybe aren't those top youngsters the opportunity to do that, to play against pros, which I think is pretty neat. I mean, even though a lot of these kids are pros, but they're not seeing that top quality competition every week.
Yeah, but a lot of the teams have opted out though.
Oh, really?
And I mean, like Arsenal, Man United.
Oh, yeah.
Chelsea are still in it. Whatever.
Yeah.
But all their young players are in Holland playing for a season, so they won't be in it anyway.
Ado.
But they must have up another 30 left.
Or Vitesse.
Yeah, Vitesse.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, but then, I don't know, if you're a Leyton Orient fan, would you rather have a big clash against AFC Wimbledon or Chelsea reserves?
Probably AFC Wimbledon.
Yeah. So I don't really know what it does for a competition particularly.
No. I don't know.
It's something different.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's different.
If nothing else.
They're doing the Scottish League Cup thing as well with the 90 minutes straight to penalties that you get if you win, you get 2 points. I like that. We should do that in all the games now, just for fun.
Do you see in the International Cup, like they try to make it, the International Champions Cup, they try to make it like so it's important. So like the Celtic Leicester game went to extra time.
Oh, didn't it just go straight to penalties after 90
Did it go
minutes?
straight to penalties?
I think it was straight to penalties.
Like it's a friendly.
Well,
who cares?
Is that the same one that Man United and Man City were in?
Yeah, they were supposed to play each other in China, but the field was
so
did you see the pictures of the field?
I didn't see a field. I just saw
dirt.
Yeah.
what used to be grass.
Let's not get you started on the Chinese again, of course. We'll try and stray away from that. But yeah, they said basically the international champions.
Hey man, what are you talking about?
You last week, the national anthem and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But they were they were going to declare a winner of the prestigious pre-season Bollocks Trophy because that fixture won't get fulfilled. It's like, it doesn't matter anymore. And all these teams are going,
The fact that they were playing in a non-competitive game anyway is stupid. Manchester and Manchester.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like teams from the same division playing pre-season friendlies against each other.
Isn't Chelsea playing Liverpool or something? Or they played them today?
Oh, probably. Who cares?
They're playing them tonight at 10.
Really? Mm-hmm. Where? Somewhere in America?
No, it's at 10, so it's probably like Australia or some shit. I don't know.
Or West Coast. No, Liverpool were in San Francisco the other day.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's it then. Oh, yeah, they're playing at Levi's Stadium, I think.
And I don't understand why people want to go watch that. Like when they had the thing be
Well, for American fans, it's good. I mean, if you're a Liverpool or a Chelsea fan living in San Francisco or in the Bay Area or California, even that's pretty cool.
Either you're not really a fan, or just move back home and watch it.
No, I mean, if you're, hey,
I'm being a.
you're such a tit.
Yeah, I was being deliberately obtuse.
I know. I mean, I know, like, when Swansea came in, I mean, I wasn't a fan yet, but when they played at Miller Park, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And the stadium was packed mostly because it was Chivas fans, but...
And then we saw Steve McLaren's Newcastle last season as well. That was good.
God, were they terrible.
And we thought...
Although that one goal, who was that Italian guy? Remember that like, scissor kick he had?
Oh, yeah. For
It was a brilliant goal.
Was it Chivas? No,
America.
America.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what his name was. That was a good goal.
I forgot his name. He was like a 32-year-old Italian that kind of floated around the lower levels of Serie A and found his way to Mexico, and that was a banger. It was good.
It's very strange watching football there.
Well, the field's so narrow.
Yeah.
It's like you really can't do. You just have to play long ball.
Like that women's pitch from the other week,
where it's like there's like literally 6 inches between
the
box and.
Say a corner, you can just side foot it. Oh, it's gone out for a throw in. It's weird. Oh, you got something?
I wanted to mention the. Because I don't think we've mentioned it yet, but the plans to expand Aberdeen's facilities. That's going to be good for them, right?
They've been trying to do that for years, but
it's actually like it's got a foothold now.
Yeah, they finally got permission. They couldn't find any land to do it for years and years, and they finally got permission.
It's on the country now, right?
It's on the way to Bankery, which is, as we know, is a
fine place.
Yeah. It said that it's sort of on the sort of western outskirts of the city, pretty much.
Yeah.
But there's a town just outside Aberdeen that's been expanding in, like lots of oil places are building facilities there, and then Aberdeen's sort of moving west. Right now there's like a gap.
So they're gonna try and take that.
They're gonna take the gap.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's good because then you get the people coming from the coast, and then you get this, and you can mix in the suburb crowd too, so it's not so far for them to travel.
Yeah, there's a lot of Aberdeen support comes from outside of Aberdeen as well. There's a lot of people come in for the games and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially people that go regularly, a lot of them come from, I was going to say, from the north and from the west and from the south as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, that makes sense. Not from the east, because that's the sea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it makes it a bit easier. It's easier to get to. Because right now it's right in the middle of the city, and Aberdeen is a terrible city for driving in because there's no good roads. It's a nightmare. So it'd be nice, and proper facilities, because right now they have this weird place they rent. It's terrible, and they tried to they built a big facility at the university in Aberdeen and tried to use it for indoor training, I think. But there's no. I mean, Aberdeen. If you see their training pitch, it's like what's that park next to the Newport? This is very parochial.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this. It's just. It's rubbish.
It's just like a field with dips and grooves and dog turds.
And there's a big hedge around the other side. There's some old guy with his flat cap walking his little dog. It's terrible.
Yeah, they need something. Well, it's like what Swansea did with their Landor facility, which is basically where the Swansea or University of Swansea is, like, have their playing fields.
Yeah.
That's where they built their training facility, is out there. So they're kind of doing, like, they use... I think they had some sort of an agreement, but that's where they did their upgrade to their training facility. So they have that facility and then the one closer to the Liberty as well.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
But it should be nice because it's kind of embarrassing. For now, the second best team in Scotland, but your training facilities are a joke. Mm-hmm. There's no way you can because we could probably attract slightly better players. I think if we had actual facilities. Mm-hmm. I would think.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, that's part of the issue is that you look at a lot of Scotland and their stadiums. They look like name a League One team. They look like that. They're a little run down. They're not very.
I mean, that's true.
I mean, unless you're from Glasgow. I mean, you're not playing I mean, I like an old stadium. Don't get me wrong. I love an old
Yeah.
stadium. But it doesn't attract top talent.
No.